Let's talk about how you can get a six-pack and what's keeping you from it, because it's not always about losing body fat in that area. The first thing for most people is surprisingly going to be anterior pelvic tilt. It's the most common type of pelvic tilt, and it comes from a sedentary lifestyle and a whole bunch of sitting. And the thing is, it's not only present when you're sitting down, you can actually see this when you're just walking or standing up straight. When you have an anterior pelvic tilt, your glutes kind of pop out in this weird way, and you might not notice it just off of first glance, but if you really study yourself, just relaxing, standing sideways in the mirror, you kind of have this weird posture that just looks a little bit off. Good way to solve this, it's common sense, is literally just work on your posture. But more specifically, train your transverse abdominis. Normal people who are sedentary aren't doing this. They're not stretching every day, right? So eventually, over time, they're gonna develop an anterior pelvic tilt, and it's gonna look like they're distended all the time, when in reality, it's just their pelvis being tilted a little bit forward. If you're strengthening your transverse abdominis, if you're doing the stretches, if you're doing the training, and you're still not seeing any results, yeah, it's likely that you are still fat. Even if you're a relatively lean person, like there are people who have lean arms, but when they lift up their shirt, not a single ab in sight. Fat for a lot of people tends to sit right in that area, and it makes it really tough to lose. Because we all know the last few pounds of fat are the hardest to shred off. But if you begin by realizing how much you're eating and adjust your calories, not in a stupid way, but a smart and strategic way, you can actually shred off those last few pounds of fat that sit in your midsection without much issues at all. And the good news is you don't even have to use your Notes app anymore for this. There's literally apps out there now that do this all for you. But we all know most apps out there are gonna be super inaccurate for calorie tracking if you're taking a picture of food. And the best one that I found for this is NutriSync. I use it every single day. It's the easiest and it's the most accurate because it even asks you questions to make sure that you're not hiding something in your food. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like up here somewhere, but you take a picture of your food, it asks you some follow-up questions, pretty much does the rest for you. And the last thing, but that's a little less common, is lymphatic drainage. A lot of people talk about doing this for their face to make their face appear leaner, but you can also do this for your body. You can do this for a few minutes every day, and I especially recommend doing this in a steaming hot shower. Do a lymphatic drainage massage or look some up on YouTube. There's plenty of tutorials out there. And if you're living a stressful lifestyle with poor sleep and have rapid hormonal changes, these can make it a lot worse. So make sure before you go and try to solve this problem of having a seemingly fatter stomach, go and tackle the other areas of your life that need attention first. Because all of these methods will not be better than sleeping, stress management, and just overall good health.